Hi, welcome to my third and final poetry tutorial for the Hong Kong Young Writers Awards competition. In previous episodes, I've discussed the importance of figurative language and how to spice up your poetry by using imagery and imagination. Today, I'll be discussing perhaps the most fundamental aspect of poetry, the importance of sound. Most people think of poetry as something that should sound good. Since the theme for this competition is New Tales of the Gobi Desert, we need to find a way to apply pleasing sounds to a barren desert environment. How is this possible? Well, let's see how some famous poets have dealt with this problem. The most popular sound device is rhyme. Rhyming occurs when people use the same word endings. People rhyme all the time, like whenever my mom calls me a silly Billy. Let's look at how Poet Laureate Carol Ann Duffy uses rhyme when she's describing a desert landscape. The little town snaked on the edge between desert and farmland, camel prints in the sand like broken hearts. Here, sand rhymes with farmland. Notice that the rhyming words don't have to come at the end of lines. Meter is another sound device that involves the alternation of stressed and unstressed syllables. Meter is what gives poetry a sense of rhythm. So in addition to using rhyme, notice how Poet Laureate Alfred Lord Tennyson uses rhythm to describe a textured desert landscape. I looked athwart the burning drought of that long desert to the south. Notice that every hard syllable is followed by a soft syllable. This gives the poem a strong sense of rhythm, as if we're riding through the desert on a camel. A third sound device that poets use is called alliteration. Alliteration involves the repetition of the same consonant sound at the beginning of consecutive words or words in close proximity. In addition to using poetic meter, notice how poet Percy Bysshe Shelley uses alliteration when he describes a desert landscape. Boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away. These lines have three alliterative pairs: boundless and bare, lone and level, sands and stretch. Notice how the rich, textured use of alliterative language helps us to imagine and envision what the poet is talking about. Another popular sound device is called onomatopoeia, which is very difficult to spell but very easy to use. Onomatopoeia is simply using the same sound that you're trying to describe. So for example, dog goes woof, cat goes meow, fish goes blub, and the fox, I actually have no idea what the fox says. In addition to using rhyme and alliteration, Sylvia Plath's poem Sleep in the Mojave Desert uses onomatopoeia to describe the sound that it's imitating. Where we lie, the heat-cracked crickets congregate in their black armor plate and cry. Notice how the onomatopoeia cracked is echoed through the alliteration of crickets, congregate, and cry. It's almost like we can hear the crickets chirping. Thank you for watching our third and final installment of poetry tutorials, the Hong Kong Young Writers Awards competition. For more information, please visit the official website as listed below. As always, best of luck with your fantastic compositions, and remember, if your poem doesn't sound quite right, try spicing it up by using some of the devices that we've discussed in this video.